Okay. Merlin, are you kidding me? The minute I start recording, we have a spook. Hello folks, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well. Today's intro is going to be short and sweet, just to say that Merlin and I are going to be doing a fitness ride on the track. The GoPro footage from last time seemed to go down well, so I'm going to use it again. And I'm going to chat a little bit about summer and fall training plans. Okay. Merlin, are you kidding me? The minute I start recording, we have a spook. Well, it has been 4 days since you were ridden. Rode him Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You've had 3 days off. Don't be so silly. So it's a nice night, but there are still some bugs out. So we're just gonna do one round of walk, and then I'll start doing some trot with him. Basically, the purpose of today's video is to have a nice, very light, but nice fitness ride, and also to chat a little bit about summer training plans. Today is July 18th. So yesterday marked 1 month at our new farm. And to be honest, we've done more in that month than I expected us to. So for the rest of the summer, I've kind of split my training plans into 4 categories. And 3 of those are actually the phases of cross country. So for dressage, I want to get back to schooling regularly and to start teaching him the basics of laterals. So leg yielding, shoulder 4, shoulder in, and turn on the forehand and or haunches. These are going to be very gradual training goals over the next few months. I want to participate in a couple of the Dressage Riders online shows. I thought for a little bit that I might do the July show, but I just don't think that's realistic for the fact that the main week that I was going to do dressage schooling, which is this week, we weren't able to do any schooling. I think I'm going to reroute that and do August and September, very likely. And I want to get him going more consistently in the contact, especially in transition. So he's very good at walk to trot, and he's okay at the trot to canter transitions, but once you get into downward transitions, he tends to be quite on the forehand, and then when you ask him for a downward transition, he kind of comes off the contact a little bit. That's something that we're going to work on over the next little bit, and that's honestly kind of it in terms of dressage. Now for jumping, I want to continue working on his technique. I'd like to have him jumping a couple small courses of 2-6 by the time the winter comes. At this point, he's never really jumped more than 2 or 3 fences in a row, so I think that's a realistic goal to aim towards. And I'd also like to do more technical exercises like gymnastics and bounces. He's never done a bounce before, and to introduce him to some spooky fillers, which we're lucky to have access to. And then for cross country, tonight is actually an example of how I'm going to work towards cross country training, is getting more confident out going fast in an open space. So having a track like this is great because he can reach pretty decent speeds, and as you can see, we're marching because he has energy. We're also lucky to have some cross country fences on property, and a couple of them are small enough that for a horse of his size, they're an okay size for his introduction to cross country. So I'm going to introduce him to those fences, very likely on the lunge first, and then I'll do it mounted. And I'm also going to jump the course that is out in the grass field, which I know is technically show jumping, but it's jumping on grass, and will hopefully help him to be more comfortable and me more comfortable jumping in a wide open space. And then if I have the money, I'm going to potentially look into bringing him cross-country schooling at one of the local venues. And then the 4th kind of category that I divided these goals into, or plans, was hacking, and basically just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, getting him comfortable hacking on his own, continuing to expose him to different things, because each hack and trail ride brings on new spooky things, which will eventually be useful on a cross-country course. So this is where the bugs are bad, so we're going to start trotting a little bit. Now, this is probably a stupid idea to be riding in this saddle when he's fresh on the track, but this is my first time riding in my dressage saddle. So I would have received this back from Collegiate 6 months ago and haven't ridden in it yet, and I decided that perfect time to ride in it for the first time was on the track. That is one of the many stupid decisions that I can make sometimes with horses, and we are fresh tonight. My. I'm not even going to think about cantering until he's slightly less fresh. This is where it gets really buggy, so we're gonna keep trotting. Yeah. Excuse me. Are you kidding me? Monkey. This is what I get for giving you 3 days off, eh? And I think we'll go back the other way, because where he's being spooky, I'm more comfortable cantering in a direction that we've already gone. And okay, so we've got our brakes. You can spot where he's spooked. Merlin, oh my god. You want to canter? And run lead. Good boy. So we'll have a little walk up here, and then maybe do some canter this way, and then possibly some canter the other way. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Because he's a little bit spooky, I'm just keeping it nice and slow, and I'm sitting in the saddle rather than half seat. Good boy. Steady. Good boy. Steady. Easy. Go. Don't get too far on me. Good boy. Come here. Good boy. Oh. 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 Steady. Oh. 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 There. Yes. Good boy. Get her. Boy. Her. Good boy. Yes. Brave. And oh, good boy. Yeah, you're puffing, puffing. So 6:55, I'm gonna call it there. 28 minutes, so by the time he cools out, it'll be probably 35-36 minutes. He's sweating and he's got a good huffy puffy breath going, so I'm gonna consider that a successful training fitness session thingy. We didn't canter this way, but that's okay. Note to self, do not use a dressage saddle for this. The insides of my knees are rubbed because I put my stirrups a bit shorter, and yeah, dumb decision to ride in my dressage saddle tonight. And the thing is I would see if he wants to go on the trail, but I think he's too sweaty now and it'll be too buggy. I'm just gonna let him cool off going this way on the track, and then I've got basically an hour to hose him down, get him cooled out, feed him, and I've got to give him a vaccine, and I've never given a vaccine before, so it should be interesting. So I've been training Merlin to tie at the hitching post so that we can eventually get ready out here on days where we don't want to get ready inside, and he's being so good, aren't you? So this is actually a very good opportunity to do some tying training with him. So I'm going to slowly bring my stuff from the barn to the tack room, and he's just going to chill and do some standing. Well, you can't say that they skimp out on product, because I've accidentally spilled some twice. You stand. Wipe your first down. Natalie wasn't feeling well and had to go home, so Kaitlyn is going to watch some YouTube tutorials on how to give a vaccine, and hopefully I get up the guts to do it. I've done it before, but just not on a horse. Like, I've done it in first aid clinics and things like that. Make sure it's clean just with an alcohol swab. Good boy. I just need to remind myself that this is an essential horse mummy skill. Okay. I know, buddy. So, vaccine, then the needle, hit your skin. Good boy, good boy. That's your little angle. Pull back to see if there's any blood, which there's not. Whew. That is it for Merlin for this evening. I just want him to have a drink. Yeah, that was a bit of a random video. I've really been enjoying the format that I've been doing lately, where I document like snippets from a whole week, but I've also kind of missed doing just like one night things, and I wanted to talk a bit about my summer training plans, so I figured that this was the perfect opportunity. He was a very, very good boy. Very, very proud of him. So he's gonna have tomorrow off, and then this weekend I'm farm sitting for my friend, so I'm gonna be riding her horses all weekend. I'm gonna be riding him, and I'm gonna be looking after Mickey because Natalie's going away for the weekend. So lovely. It's going to be a very pony-filled weekend, and I'm very excited. So before we head out, we'll just go in and check on Mousy, because he is not in this paddock at the moment. He is up in a little medical type paddock because he's got an abscess. We'll go check on him and finish putting my stuff away, and then we're gonna head out. So I just stopped on the driveway, gonna take a quick look at Mousy, who's got an abscess. He's happily grazing in here. Not too warm, buddy. I mean, Natalie only left like an hour and a half ago, but oh yeah, you're good. Footsie's all good. I will see you Saturday. Bye, Mouse. Okie dokie, so that is the end of my evening at the barn. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of chaotic, but I really enjoyed just doing something a little bit more in-depth of one ride at the barn, and it's going to be a lot shorter to edit, which is great. And I just kind of wanted to, mostly for my benefit, just to set down my summer and fall like training plans so that I can look back on this in a few months and see how much of it I actually did. I'm not going to say I'm going to get everything done, but I think most of the things that I've set out are pretty realistic and things that I am kind of naturally building towards anyways. I'm excited for the next couple of months. 2 weeks from tomorrow, I leave for a trip to Scotland. So during the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna just focus on enjoying him, doing hopefully 2 or 3 dressage schooling sessions. I want to do some pull work, some more fitness rides and hacking, and I'm hoping not this weekend, but next weekend to do his first jump back. And that will probably be its own separate video. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and leave a like because it really does help me out. Thank you so much for the support over the last few weeks. The response to my recent videos has been kind of crazy. I mean, not crazy for some people, but they've been getting a lot more traction than they normally do, and it's been kind of surprising. I think I've gained over 100 subscribers in the last, since the beginning of July. So it's kind of wild. And yeah, until next time, I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. If you have a horse or pony, don't forget to give them a hug or a kiss the next time you see them, and I will see you